In this video, we're going to have a further look at solving linear equations by starting off with a bit of a recap from the previous exercise 5.3. So our aim is that you can continue to be able to solve linear equations. So linear equations can be solved using inverse operations. So remembering reverse BIDMAS, so starting out with adding and subtracting, then dividing, multiplying, indices and brackets. Reverse our equations by doing the inverse or the opposite. So the opposite of adding is subtracting, opposite of multiplying is dividing, and so on. Go back and have a look at some previous videos if you need some extra help on those concepts. If we've got variables that appear on both sides of our equation, we need to gather them onto one side, and we do that by doing the same inverse operation. So if we've got positive 5x, to shift it over to the other side, it becomes a negative 5x, or subtract 5x. If we had fractions, then we want to make sure we've got the same common denominator across all of our terms, and then we can remove the fraction by removing the denominator, and then go ahead and solve the numerator as a normal linear equation. Again, if you need any help with those concepts, go back and have a look at those videos from exercise 5.2. So having a look at an example, 5x is equal to 12. I want to get x by itself to work out the value of x. So at the moment, I'm multiplying by 5. Opposite of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. So I need to divide both sides by 5. So x is going to equal to 12 divided by 5, which is equal to 2.2. Next, 8t plus 11 is equal to 20. So we're applying my reverse BIDMAS order. I've got positive 11 that I need to remove first. Opposite of positive 11 is negative 11. So I'm going to subtract 11 from both sides. So that leaves me with 8t on my left-hand side. It's equal to 20 minus 11, which is equal to 9. So 8t is equal to 9. Next, I need to remove my 8. And it's 8 multiplied by t, so the opposite of multiplying by 8 is to divide by 8. So dividing both sides by 8, that leaves me with t is equal to 9 over 8. So having a look at my third example, 12 is equal to 4 and then n minus 3 in brackets. There's a couple of different ways we can approach this question, but I'm going to expand my brackets before I rearrange the equation. So 12 is equal to 4 times n minus 4 times 3, because I'm multiplying my term outside the bracket by the term inside the brackets. So simplifying that line is going to be 12 is equal to 4n minus 12. So now I can go ahead and rearrange that equation to find my value of n. And applying my reverse BIDMAS order, I need to remove the negative 12 first. Opposite of negative 12 is to add 12. So I want to add 12 onto both sides. So 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. So 24 is equal to 4n. So now I can remove the multiplication. Opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. So divide by 4 on both sides. That means my n value is going to equal 24 divided by 4, which is equal to 6. So for this example, n is equal to 6. And having a look at example 4, 4x minus 2 over 3 is equal to 5. So what I want to do first is I want to remove my divide by 3 on my left-hand side. Opposite of dividing by 3 is to multiply by 3. So I multiply 3 to both sides. So that leaves me with 4x minus 2 is equal to 5 times 3, which is 15. So continuing to apply my reverse BIDMAS, I need to remove my subtract 2. Opposite of subtracting 2 is adding 2. So add 2 to both sides. 4x is going to equal to 15 plus 2, which is 17. So next I need to remove the multiplication. Opposite of multiplying by 4 is going to be divide by 4. So x is going to equal to 17 divided by 4, which is equal to 4.25. So that's a recap of the solving linear equations that were covered in exercise 5.3. If you have any questions or need further help, go and have a look at the videos covering exercise 5.3 in the previous page.